Johnny. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And now going for the finish. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Can't score with that jab. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Good counter punching. Always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. We were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What you step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Oh my goodness, Johnny! And we may see a stoppage here. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And we may see an early stoppage here. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and stand out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and tough until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Yeah, that hate the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them complaining to the rest.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Time for the 5th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of the comeback.
At some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And down goes Rockstar. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you do it and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's start the 6th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like this. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A perfect counter lands. Stamina is off the charts. Stamina is off the charts. A lot of effort being exerted here. Missing with that right hook. What heart, what desire, but at what very close round with 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Here comes round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with the hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They need to be careful let them punch themselves out here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Only catching air with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Round 8, and we're off again. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered.
Whoa, Johnny! Do you believe what we are seeing? And Rockstar gets dropped. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not... They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so...
Whoa, Johnny! So much for defensive abilities. And down goes Rockstar. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these